some nice steel. How about telling me who gave them to you?
Yo mama.
Yo, so I just watched the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Mutant Mayhem, and I gotta say, it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough, I can't lie. I've never been the biggest TMNT fan growing up. I've always been aware of, like, the lore and whatnot. I grew up watching the Nickelodeon cartoon, but outside of that, I'd say I'm a pretty basic fan. But this movie right here, this did it for me, not gonna lie. And to be completely honest, I'd say that this had to be the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. But let's be real, there isn't that much competition. Alright, let's get started. This movie has an all-star cast. Okay, we got Jackie Chan, Seth Rogen, John Cena, Paul Rudd, Post Malone, and not to mention Ice Cube. Before I even walked into this movie, I knew today was gonna be a good day. But in all seriousness, for an animated film, the voice acting was very well done. I'd have to say that everyone played their part very well, especially the kid actors. I must say, it was very refreshing to have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually be voiced by teenagers instead of, you know, middle-aged men. And I'd say this movie pulls it off very well, and because of this choice, the comedy is way better portrayed as far as the writing goes. I don't think that adult voice actors could have pulled off some of these lines the same way that some of these kid actors have, and I think that it's definitely in the movie's favor. Another thing I think benefits this movie heavily is the fact that it is an animated film and not another live action film. But with this movie, it has what I like to call the Spider-Verse effect, animating on twos with this comic book style animation. And on top of that, it's not a complete ripoff. It has completely different character design, and the art style still feels like its own. I mean, just look at the turtles. Raph still looks like he's wearing a do-rag on his head, but not gonna lie, Mikey kind of look like
Super Knuckle, Knuckle, Bill Buckle, Banana Smack that smiles back. Ball sack.
But all of that put together makes for a very cool movie. These characters are very enjoyable, and I'd have to say my favorite of them all has to be Superfly.
Let's get the goods.
I mean, just listen to this man's intro.
I drink till I'm drunk, smoke till I'm high. I know I'm super fly. I know I'm super fly.
This man comes in with his own theme music. Bruno Mars got this man right. But jokes aside, very funny villain. I think it was actually really interesting that we got to spend some time with them and explore the family, emphasize where he stands, and really explore his motivations, which I like a lot. I like that the turtles are actually almost tempted to side with him until they hear about his genocidal plans. Jackie Chan as Splinter was also really cool. I like that the one fight scene he's in is almost perfectly like an iconic Jackie Chan fight, with him stumbling around for comedic effect, using environmental attack, and using his wits and his skill to even the playing field of his fight. I mean, just look how Jackie's been cooking them up since the 80s. One thing that I think a lot of people were a little iffy on was April.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up.
First things first, I had absolutely no problem that she was race swapped. In fact, I think a lot of characters being race swapped actually leads for no difference in the actual character, as long as that doesn't become their whole character. I honestly think I'm one of the few people that doesn't care at all, but I don't know. I don't know why Leo was crushing on her. First of all, it's usually Donatello to be the one that had a thing for April. And secondly, if this was Megan Fox, I'd understand, but Leo, I know you're not all too familiar with the human world, but you're looking at a hot bowl of mid, my guy. And thirdly, I've always found it a little weird to have these mutant turtles crushing on a human being. Like, I'm all for interracial relationships, but this seems like a little but anyway, I think that's all I gotta say about this one. The comedy I think is pretty well done. It won't definitely be for anybody. There are a couple moments where I cringed myself, but I think most people will enjoy this one. This one's definitely for the family. With all that being said, I'll give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem a 7 out of 10.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'ma do my own thing.